Caravan, just a quick update on my Caravan. Haven't done one in ages because I haven't been doing a lot on it, so I'll spin you around. Got the roof fully skinned, insulated, all the walls except for the backs, a bunch of sealing around the windows and blah blah blah. New door, fix the door up, new deadlock, fix the frame up a bit, it's all quite loose and whatnot. This whole thing's sort of subsided in its worst days where it was sort of sitting with no reinforcement inside it, but solid now, rock solid. So yeah, it's all insulated, skimmed up. This isn't water damage from the Caravan. I had my hardboards out. I got a bit of rain on them, but they didn't swell up or anything, so they're fine. Your wheel arch is made, got that one installed. Just going to drop that one in today. Space for the bed's cleared out, got ply for that. Timber and hardboard and stuff over there. Got one wall up. So that's sort of like a small partition. So that's sort of a bit of privacy on the bedside. Heads will be up that end, you know, and the kitchen's going to be in here, but there's going to be another wall about here, and this is going to be like a hidden pantry with these on it. So that's hanging sliding basket setup. This is picked up from the op shop, nice and cheap. And that roller goes on the back there. This will sort of be mounted up here, and that'll slide out, but it's hidden in the corner. So we've got a few of those. That whole wall will be reinforced more. I've left this end, this side open, so I can put more wood in depending where I've got to sort of screw in from this side to get the rollers, the rails on. And that's clamped up to, there's a bit of a gap there. There's still a little bit of, tiny little bit of flex throughout the whole Caravan, because I haven't got a rib around here yet. I'm going to chuck one of those up in the middle after I've built everything in where there's space left. Probably over here, so there'll be another wall, same gauges, a bit bigger. On this side here there'll be a bathroom, a partition here, and then here will be the start of the bunk beds. Yeah, small cupboard here, bunk beds, and couch slash bed there, and then there'll be a rib running all the way along here to reinforce and lock the whole thing, tighten together, and that'll pick up that slight bow. It's only about 20 mil throughout the whole Caravan, so not too bad. That gap up there is just because I haven't fixed the skin down. That'll be coming down shortly. Glue it in and whatnot. Scuffed the front of that up. It's got the old veneer stuff on it, so I just scuffed it up so we can paint over it. Bed is going to be a double sized bed. Half of it's going to be a lid on the front and probably 3 storage boxes underneath it. There'll be storage underneath the bunk beds there and underneath the couch. So that's it, simplistic but still comfortable. So we're going to have 5 of us living in here. I've got a big solar panel coming. I've got a 100 watt decent size one there and a 40 watt. So I'm going to be running 2, in fact 3 separate battery systems. I don't want the whole system running together. If it fails then everything fails, so double backed up. So yeah, that's it. It's still quite hot in here just because the ends are open. I've cut the 5-core wire for the tail lights and whatnot off. So I've left them open for the moment till I build onto them, and then I'll insulate and skin up what's left, and I've still got to put a reinforcing bar or 2 across each side. But I'm going to drill a hole, drop them wires through, because the wire for the tail lights and everything, as you can see, has been wired up and run straight through the inside here, directly where my kitchen and bed and bathroom has to go. So I found a joint in it and I just separated that, and I'll drill a hole and put it back through and chuck an MC4 waterproof IP60 ingress protection 60 68 or 69 rating, I think they are. MC4 connection over that. They're actually solar power ones, but I've sort of figured out you can chuck a thin gauge 5 core through it and waterproof a connection as long as you insulate each wire. But they're easy to put back together. You just twist them up, jam them in, snap together, and waterproof. Other than that, that's it for the moment. We've got some spray gear coming in soon. We're going to build the beds and everything. It's going to be like a sort of off-white colour in here. It's a slightly tinted white because we're going for a vintage, almost antique look with some, you know, stained polished wood and brass and stuff like that, just for aesthetics. And yeah, that's about it really for the moment, but it's all going to happen pretty quickly now, and I'll get back to you with some updates when it does. Ciao, ciao.